Poor old Sol. Poor old Sol Campbell is not getting any attention from the media. He has made a big statement about why he's not in the New Year's honours list, and that didn't really have the desired effect. So what's he done? He's done a story with the Guardian newspaper, to tell us Tottenham fans, it's time to move on. Find a place in your heart to forgive and forget. Forgive and forget that Sol Campbell left Tottenham and all he did was go to play for a rival. It's not the crime of the century. It's not a big deal. He did it for his career. He did it for his family. Why are you so bitter? Why are you so twisted? Why don't you leave the poor man alone? Well, Sol, Guardian, I'm sorry to tell you this, but that ain't gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. Because this isn't just about a player leaving a club to go to another club. It's not as simple as that. There are other players who leave clubs and go to rivals. We've even had it with other Tottenham players going to Arsenal and Arsenal players coming to Tottenham. It goes back in history, So, it happens. You've only got to look at the great Pat Jennings, revered by Tottenham fans, but played for Arsenal. So why is there such a difference? Why is Pat Jennings allowed and given open arms to come to Tottenham? Why do we love the man? And why is there such a difference with Sol? Because poor old Sol didn't do anything. Well, unfortunately, Sol, the media have painted a quite different story, and you're painting quite a different story as to what this is all about. You're painting Tottenham fans as just crazed idiots holding a grudge. And maybe we are, and maybe there are a lot of Tottenham fans that are, crazed and just holding a grudge for the sake of it. It gets passed down, of course it does. It's folklore. Football is tribal. We hate Arsenal. Arsenal hate Tottenham. It's the way it is. There are not that many bigger rivalries in terms of local derbies than the North London one. You could talk about Celtic Rangers, which is obviously massive, and you can talk about Southampton Portsmouth, which is another really one. Birmingham and Aston Villa. There are some real big ones like Bristol City, Bristol Rovers. I mean, you could go on. There are some massive ones out there. In terms of the Premier League, that Sky Sports and all the rest of it try and paint it like, Liverpool Man United is a massive derby. It's not. They're not local rivals. Man City, Man United, that's supposed to be the derby, but actually Man City don't really care about Man United. Man United don't really care about Man City. They'd rather see them win it than Liverpool win it, for instance. So, it's all, So when you're talking about Tottenham Arsenal, it's on a different level. And Arsenal fans will agree with me. So it's not just about the fact that you went there. It's about how you went there. It's about the fact that you lied continuously to the board, to the supporters, that you were going to stay with Tottenham. You were loyal. You were the club captain. You were homegrown, one of our own. And you played it, and you played it, and you played it so that you could walk down the road and take all that money. It's all about money and you being greedy and not actually giving a flying about the club, the supporters, or anything of that nature. And that's within your rights. You don't have to have loyalty to Tottenham. You don't have to have loyalty to the fans. You don't owe the fans anything in reality. But if you behave in that way, how can you ever expect to get any kind of loyalty back, any kind of favour, any kind of acceptance of you as a good player? You was one of our best players. You could have gone to any club, any club. If you'd have gone to Barcelona, we'd have accepted it. If you'd have gone to Man United, we'd have accepted it. If you'd have gone to Bayern Munich, we'd have accepted it. All of these clubs were all sniffing around. You were considered one of the best defenders in the Premier League at that time. So you could have gone anywhere. So why? Why would you choose to go to that club in that way? If you'd have signed a new contract for Tottenham and then got a transfer to Arsenal and got us a big fee, maybe the hatred would have been a little bit less. Maybe it would have been on the wane now. Maybe the fact that you've never said, I'm sorry for doing something in this way, maybe because you've never explained why you decided to go to someone like that in the way that you did. Maybe that might have made a bit of a difference. Maybe we could understand what's going through this man's head. But no, what you decide to do is come out in these stupid newspaper reports talking about how it's ruined your life and how it affects people and all the rest of it. This is football. It's tribal. It happens. People sing songs. And people sing songs at football grounds. And no one's singing, we hope Sol Campbell dies. We're singing, when Sol Campbell dies. In the same way that there were people singing songs about when Margaret Thatcher died, whatever your politics are, that was someone's mother, someone's grandmother, but that was okay. So it's the same thing. People have hatred for people. People dislike people for tribal reasons, whether it be politics, whether it be football, whether it be rugby, or whatever. And football is by far the biggest one of those outside of probably politics that really divides people and brings people together at the same time. So think about it. Think about the song. The song is saying, when you die, we're having a party. It's not wishing you dead. I couldn't give a monkeys about you. You're irrelevant now. You're an idiot. There's some of the stuff you come out with and where you think you are. But Tottenham fans will never forgive you. They will never forgive you because of the history and what you did in the way you did it. Stop playing the victim. You are not a victim. You are a victim sitting in a big house with loads of money that you earned off of the back of doing what you did for greed. So get over it. Move on. Leave it alone. Stop pandering just to try and get yourself another job, which actually you're not very good at. Because if you were good at it, people would employ you. But they're not employing you because you're not very good at it. It's as simple as that. It's not anything to do with race or any of those things which you keep harping on about. And Tottenham fans, it's not about race. And the fact that you're pointing out that it's white men is ridiculous. Because I've been in the pub with plenty of black men, Asian men, women, singing the same song. So stop. Stop with all this crap. Just move on and get over yourself. You're not important. And all the while you keep bringing it up and keep raising it and keep going on about it, you're not helping the situation for yourself. So don't come to Tottenham and then you won't hear the songs. Don't watch Tottenham on the football, you won't hear the songs. Don't come to Tottenham pubs, you won't hear the songs. You might get the odd person shout a little bit of abuse, but that's up to them. That's an individual thing, right? And that's for them to worry about. But the point is, in all of this, is you are just making this statement, this interview, to try to get yourself some more publicity for what you want, because you are self-centered and interested in yourself. And that, my friend, that is why Tottenham fans will never forgive you. Up the Spurs.